them come. This is their fate.
Let me do my Birdman hands. All right. Welcome back to the House of Wolves podcast. I am your host, Deontay. Here are my near and dear friends, Jalen and Josh. We got some topics for you guys today. We're going to be going over a few things. But yeah, we got some topics. We got some stuff we want to talk about. So let's get right into it. But before I start, Jalen, Josh, update the people on how you guys doing. How's your day going? How's life? Update me as well, because I really don't know, to be honest.
Take it away, Jalen. Well, that's Jalen answer. He been hemmed
You
up
spitter.
all week. We ain't seen him. We ain't heard from him. He ain't been on the game.
Oh my god.
I've
You
been
spitter.
in class mostly. It's ramping up. Got another month before finals. Working on a lot of projects. I've been on the game every now and then, uh, but I don't know. I haven't felt like starting anything new recently. I guess I'm just waiting for just like 2 or 3 more games this year, but I'm probably just gonna be on Apex and got my head in those books. Uh,
Yeah, pretty
yeah, I
much.
finished. Yeah, I finished Metroid. That was the last game that I was like actually playing.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Honestly, I ain't been able to get on the game that often, and when I do, I just feel like going to sleep. So it's been interesting. I picked up Guardians. I picked up Riders. I got to get to them and just play, which is amazing because I wasn't planning on picking up either one of those games, but Riders looked fun. Guardians, fortunately, they had a good review. So some of that stuff I actually want to get to. Uh, man, just tired. That's all that is. But yeah, that's pretty much us. Jalen, you got anything to add?
Uh, settle down, settle down. Know you waiting for me this week. I know y'all miss me. It's cool though, cause I miss y'all too. But um, nah, I mean, not much been going on. I've been in the books. Um, I ain't really played the game in a couple of days. I guess it's been a little bit of time. But to be fair, I did try to get Josh and Deontay on the game. I think on what was it Monday? Yesterday? Yeah. So, but he asleep, so it's all good though. The Sandman got to him, put him to sleep. But nah, I mean, I ain't nothing new, no games. Like I said, I ain't really been playing much. I think the last thing I was playing was like Sonic Colors. That was a little bit of time ago. I don't even know if I got PlayStation Plus right now. I mean,
Oh
that's
my
neither here or there
god.
because all we play is Apex anyway. But and shoot, I was about to say I'm finna try to get on that Star Wars Fallen Jedi. I mean, y'all can settle down. I know I don't hop on games that much, but I'm about to try to get on that mug. So settle down and stay tuned, even though y'all don't care.
Yeah. Whatever,
No, I,
buddy.
I talked to you about it. Like, it's a good game. But I played it a year ago. And still waiting on you.
Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm sure. I'm sure. That's what I said. I know y'all don't care. So I know the game old. Been out since the Trump family of '59. But it's gonna be old to y'all, new to me.
Yeah, I suppose if you actually get it, that's the thing. But
Nah, I'm finna ask Los, can I borrow his? I know I ain't got no money. I'm out here door dashing, bro.
oh my
But the day will
god.
never come. I didn't side it with
The DoorDash ops.
yeah,
Oh my
man.
god. Anyways, well, you obviously Jalen still Jalen, as you can see. Uh, but pretty much, that's pretty much it. Ain't been having no time for the busiest season of the gaming community. Basically, this is like the season. This is those months, October, November, where it's really just game after game after game after game. I think what have I bought? I bought Far Cry, Nickelodeon All Stars, which they refuse to play with me because they trash. Riders Republic, Guardians, and literally haven't beat or I haven't played two. I haven't beat one, and Nickelodeon is just Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. But and I still planning on getting, which I don't know if I'm gonna get because I don't have time. But I still wanted to play. Well, I'm glad Forza is coming to Game Pass. I'm glad Halo is coming to Game Pass. So that has saved me some money there. I think the last thing that was coming out that I was really interested in, I bought Kena. I haven't beat it. Um, Actually, I think that's it. I bought Metroid, haven't beat it, and I bought I will not buy Superstars Mario Party because I learned my lesson this last time around. So it's just been a waiting game for some good games. But
So
as you,
you get in shoot, what games?
well, I'm just waiting on Forza and
Oh,
Halo.
Forza, Halo.
Yeah, because
Um,
I've gotten everything else I wanted to play already. There's nothing else that I was interested in that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure there's
yeah,
one more thing that I'm missing, and because I saw it when I was in GameStop. Yeah, I mess with the ops GameStop. I still go there, but they gave me a little couple. They gave me a few deals, so I got my games for pretty much free. But yeah, I don't know. I forget the game that I'm thinking of that's in my head right now. Uh, but I can't really. I can't. It's on tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. So
Sonic Colors.
no, it wasn't
Think you was,
Sonic
you was talking to
Colors.
me about getting that, weren't you?
I've never talked to you about getting Sonic
Must have been
Colors.
Crash Bandicoot then.
Never talked to you about getting any of those games, good sir. That's something that you enjoy or would like to play, but not me. I'm
I
trying
got
to
them.
think.
I mean,
It's good for you. I'm glad you're happy with the game. Sorry, so I would never. I think the only thing else is, yeah, that's it. Really, I'm not buying Call of Duty. That junk look garbage. I should have never bought Cold War, but they gave me a little money back, so whatever. I might play Black for Blood, but that's pretty much the gist of it. I got a bunch of games that I don't have time to play, but
yeah,
I'm still happy and I'm still in the season and the joyous season of October, November. I got my new Pixel 6 Pro. Oh my god. You fellas, I'm gonna do a little video on this thing because it's sexy out here, man. But
nah.
don't
man.
hate.
What
Oh my
mobile
god, here
games
we
you can
go.
play?
Here we go with here we
Hey,
go with these
hey, he probably.
Android
Hey,
haters, man.
y'all see my Instagram post
Yeah,
Man, ain't
when I
nobody
was
think about
lagging?
your stupid and
Hey,
so I'm
hey.
mad you went and found the app and said, "Give me the Android camera or whatever it is." That
Nah,
whatever you
I ain't do
did,
that.
what
I
you
ain't do that.
do?
iPhone can switch to Android mode if you want to see how poor it is. Not just playing. Not just playing. Nah. So
He's
like when
such
my
a
phone be on
liar.
FaceTime, when my
Yeah.
phone be on FaceTime too, I'll get start lagging on my end. But
Uh.
I guess like people can see me fine,
Mhm.
but it started lagging. I was just like, I'm like, man, this look like them Androids on Instagram. I'm like, we make a video real quick and start Millie rocking on this mug. I'm like, I'm finna screen capture this, bro. I was like, yeah, these
That
how them
man.
Androids be moving because you know the people they think they got a hype video and all that type of stuff, and then they be all over the camera and lagging and terrible low light and all that type of stuff. You just shake your head. People was messaging me about it like, yeah, man, bro, I hate when Androids post, but I just skip right through it. I ain't even
Oh
interested no
my
more.
god. I hate people, bro. My camera, my phone, the quality of the pictures, and even now the video is better. I don't care what you talking about, Gene.
Did not want to get the Instagram. Instagram shut all that down. System failure, that mug.
I got the 60 frames, everything beautiful out here, man. Y'all tripping.
Yeah, just don't put it on Instagram because it ain't finna work.
It's
They
it's
finna
still
shut all
good
that
on
down.
Instagram. I mean, I'm about to send this guy a close friends just for that. I'm about to send this man a quick video because he talking down on our name and I don't understand it. And matter of fact, I'm not defending all Androids. I'm defending Google, and Google is perfectly fine with running a application at a higher quality. So whatever,
Man, my friends be posting them Android videos. I be like, yeah, but I ain't even. They be like, you see my story? I be like,
bro.
man, I started to watch it, man, but I couldn't interpret it, so I skipped through it.
You can't be playing with them Boost Mobile Android phones. You gotta actually get you a decent one. If they got a Samsung, they fine.
Nah, my boy got a
Well,
Samsung.
a
I couldn't even decipher what was going on. The
the
flagships.
higher the flagship Samsungs.
Nah, I couldn't interpret what was going on in his screen. I was
Oh
just
my
looking like,
god.
I'm like, bro, what you posting? He was like, yeah, man, you ain't see you in there. I was like, nah, bro, that don't look nothing like me. That's a downgraded version of me.
They must have spilled juice on them. I don't know, but this is normally fine. But I don't know how we got on this topic. All I was trying to
But
say was my Pixel 6 Pro go crazy, and that mug nice, and that mug clean, and I ain't got no issues with it. I ain't had no issues with it. I'm out 67%, and I ain't charged this mug since 6 o'clock this morning. You know what that means? Good goddamn
then you got a new
battery.
battery.
Good
You got a new
goddamn
battery.
battery. That's a good
You got a new
goddamn
battery.
battery. That's a good goddamn battery. So you can stop the madness. I know. It's been about what a year and a half for you, Jalen. You know what that
Nah,
means?
it's been ordeal.
It's been a year.
Yeah, I got chargers strategically placed across the planet though, so it don't matter.
Oh, okay. Well, you got another year before they start to strategically downgrading your battery on you for no reason.
But iPhones they got better though. Like I know people with iPhone 7s.
That's because y'all complained they had to stop doing what they were doing. But
All right, so they got it better.
yeah, nah. That they had to. It wasn't like something they wanted to do, and plus they probably still sneak this and they sneaking it in right now.
Man, like I said, I know people with iPhone 7s. Them joints came out like 4 years ago at least.
I suppose. All I'm saying
I
is,
mean, they
y'all got
they
some
get some
downgrades.
longevity.
Y'all got some stuff on y'all end too. That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
I ain't saying. I never said iPhone is perfect. I never said that. I just say Android's qualities on Instagram be demoralizing, and it makes me not want to watch their story. I'm
Man,
like, I
I'm
thought
about to
we
start
passed
putting out video
2013.
stories just for that now.
I'm
For
like,
sure.
we passed 2015. I ain't, if I wanted to live in the past, I would have made a time machine to go back there versus
Oh
looking
my
at these Android
god.
stories.
Oh my
Go
god.
back to
All
them
right.
grainy photos. But
Anywho,
I did want to say I didn't know that GameStop they take away your points if you don't use them.
they do.
Yeah, bro. Man, I tried to go. I was like, I got 10,000 points. I'm finna use on Sonic colors, bro. Man, I went to that. There's like error, some. And I'm just looking like, bro, what is going on, man? It's just like, yeah, that is weird. You know, my joint been on my GameStop X-Fist the whole panorama. But
Mm-hmm.
man, I tried to get on that mug. There's like, yeah, bro, your points gone. I'm just looking like, man, I had $10 I could have used and I ain't get to use it. And then they gonna be like, well, if it makes you feel better, you gotta pre-order on Final Fantasy VII Remake still that you could use your $5 for. They was like, nope, never mind. That's all the way in Michigan. We can't transfer. I was just looking like, I'm like, can y'all like? They was like, no, you gotta go back to that store. I'm looking like, bro, I gotta go all the way to the store to get $5 when they cancel my pre-order because of the whole panorama. I was like, man, skip this story, bro. This has to be the dumbest system y'all ever implemented.
That's what you get, man.
I ain't do nothing. I was a
You talking
loyal
about
customer.
Androids. That's what you get.
Man, skip them Androids. Those phones don't even work right.
But I don't know why that sound dumb. I still got my points. As soon as you said that, I was like, let me go check on my points.
I think they expire either after 365 days or like no activity or something. No, I don't think it's no activity. I think it's 365 days when you get them or something. I don't know.
But
I ain't tripping though.
But when you convert it to a regular thing, that don't expire. Do it the coupon, or like if you get
Oh
like a
yeah, you know
$10.
them expire.
Oh, them do expire too. Okay. Well,
Yeah, them. Yeah, they got a shorter life. It's cool. I got my DoorDash merch, so just make that money. I ain't tripping. DoorDash merch. All
this,
right, my bad. I'm over here just talking
this man really talking. He
merch.
talking greasy over there. Nah, see, he got a little. He got a little. Well, he got a job, but he got a job that give him money. He not paying them to go to the job, and now you want to act crazy. He talking real greasy.
DoorDash merch.
Man, it's alright, man. Soon enough, you'll be out of school, and you'll probably start off with probably a really decent salary. So you'll be alright, man. You just gotta get through your little time. That's all that is. That is all that is. And then you can finally get an Xbox, but you probably could get one now. You're just being annoying as usual. But you spend your money how you want to spend your money, I suppose. I spend my money how I spend my money. So
I tried to get an Xbox. Remember, it said it was sold out
man,
at. You
I ain't
said
trying
get
to
on
hear
at
all
12
that.
o'clock.
I
It
ain't
was
trying
sold
to
out
hear
at
that.
11:58. 11:58. I'm like, bro, how did they go into the future and bought an Xbox?
I ain't trying to hear that.
Gosh, they went to the future and bought an Xbox, bro. Like, how am I supposed to do that? I'm in class. I'm literally in class. I'm like, I ain't got a time machine on me right now. Like, I don't know how to get to the future to buy an Xbox.
I ain't trying
I'm
to
trying to
hear
hear
that.
what Pylor Spinoza says, but I'm trying to get an Xbox at 12 o'clock, but I can't get into the future. It's sold out at 11:58.
I ain't trying to hear that. So I guess the the decision on Battlefield is that we probably not gonna play
Nah,
it, right?
I ain't buying it. If it was free to play, I'd play it, but I ain't spending $60-$70 on
Some
that
garbage.
game. It
Sub
ain't got no
subpar.
story, and I ain't about to play it by myself. So
Gotcha. Yeah, that was pretty much what I was thinking. I was like, I'm probably not gonna buy this game. I'm pretty sure Josh not gonna buy this game.
yeah,
So there's
I
really
might.
no point.
I'll probably pick up Guardians for like Black Friday if it go on sale.
Hmm.
And other than that, Shin Megami Tensei 5 on the Switch. Already bought Final Fantasy 14 expansion, and then Halo. Those That's all that I got for the next couple months.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, I only got like I was gonna play Saints Row, but I don't really know when that's coming out. That's like my next big purchases will be probably in February, cause Saints Row, Dying Light 2. Um, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play Sifu and
Hey, that
for
game did look kind of hard.
Horizon Forbidden West. But I gotta beat these games so I can finance those games. So I need to get through Guardians, Far Cry 6, and Riders. Well, not Riders. Riders just gonna have a game I'm gonna have. But I might be low key ready to sell Mario Golf. And you gotta keep on recycling, man. You can't. This is an expensive habit. But I gotta beat Guardians of Far Cry soon so I can do the whole switcheroo. But yeah.
I'm finna cop that new or that old Pokemon.
The what's it called? Articus?
Diamond and Pearl.
Oreo
Yeah,
Diamond and Pearl.
yeah, I'm finna cop that.
So is neither one of y'all interested in playing the open world one?
I
That
play
ain't
it when
coming out till next year, right?
it's next year, right?
I thought it was coming out soon.
No, Diamond and Pearl come out soon.
Oh,
I
but
mean, they
y'all
both come
are
out within
excited
the next couple
about the
months.
next one, right? But
I'll see. Like, I'm
They gotta
interested
show
in
stuff.
it, but yeah, I don't trust Pokemon Company. Like, it might come out and be mediocre, so I gotta wait and see. But I'll
Yeah,
probably pick it up.
they ain't showed nothing for. I mean, they showed some stuff with the game, but it's like they ain't showed me for this game. I just checked the release date. It said the January 28th. For this game to be coming out a couple months. This game's supposed to be done. they stress test whatever they got to do to the game or whatever. But the game's supposed to be done. But they ain't. Granted, I ain't been looking that deep and stuff, but I ain't been seeing that much stuff about it. So I'm like, I don't trust this company to make something aside from the standard Pokemon games. And to be honest with you, when they started doing all the 3D stuff, it's really been like pushing their boundaries and stuff like that. And they've been falling short every single time. So if they're gonna try to push their boundaries and do something different, I'm expecting them to fall short. So I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. Like I'm not expecting much from them because after we got past the days of sprites and stuff like that and little fake 3D models and stuff like that, Pokemon ain't been that great.
Gotcha.
They started making lamps and freaking ice cream cones for Pokemon. Like piles of trash.
Gotcha. Yeah, and that's what I feel like I'm not that interested, of course, but there's plenty of other things I can play. Like I said, February is gonna be a crazy because that's Horizon, that's Dying Light 2, that's Seafood, that's so many better games in my opinion that's gonna come out. Saints Row, I still think Saints Row looks good, even though it feels like it's gonna be a Watch Dogs remake. But hopefully it's a little bit better. Hopefully it's not like too realistic because I like when Saints Row wasn't that realistic. But we'll see. But I mean, that's pretty much all I'm looking forward to. But those are all in February. Like now, it's just Halo, and that's just that. And Horizon. Um, I guess is there? I know we kind of talked about it already. It's not really much y'all looking forward to, right? I don't see nothing that y'all clamoring to get outside of you said you already did it. You already beat Metroid. You ain't really got nothing else coming. Jalen don't even play
Well, I
games no
mean,
more.
Well, I seen Seafood. That seemed kind of straight. But I mean,
That's February. Yeah. So nothing really like now, right? Nothing like you, because I know
uh,
Sinus Colors. I don't think there's nothing else that's like
when
coming
do
up.
Pokemon come out? It's November, right?
19th
Yeah.
or Diamond, Brilliant Diamond is, but
Let's see, we
the
got Elden
Arceus one.
Ring.
When that come out?
It's supposed to be early 2022. It was
And that's March.
February. No, it's February. And they
Yeah,
got
that's
their
what I thought.
tests starting this weekend.
I didn't get invited to. Did you get invited?
I don't know if they sent them out because they use it's like a last minute thing with them. But
Oh, okay. I didn't get no invite yet. Hopefully we get one. But
yeah, honestly though, I'm not thinking about any 2022 games 'cause I feel like they all, not all
won't
of them,
be
but
there.
I feel like most of them gonna be delayed to like summer.
If Dying Light 2
That's
is
usually what
delayed, I'm gonna
happens.
be really annoyed. If for Horizon is delayed, I'm gonna be really annoyed. But those seem like safe bets. The only ones I'm like worried about is like if Seafood don't want to come out with everybody else, or if it was what was the other game? It was uh yeah, those are really the only two that I'm like they could push their window back to try to get away from like Horizon and stuff. But really, they shouldn't be worried at all. Like Dying Light 2, that's totally different from what they're. The only thing that should be worried is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I think it's gonna get overlooked completely because of simply it's such a how do you say Borderlands. Borderlands doesn't sell well over it sells better over time, right? And the impact of people actually enjoying the game is the reason why it's so well. At least Borderlands 2 so well over time. Nobody really liked the Borderlands 3 outside of playing it one through and through, and it was kind of like a one and done type deal. Tiny Tina's is another game that they're launching on outside of the Borderlands name, so it's not even going to have a reputational type deal. I think that game will get overlooked significantly. I think it was a bad move, but they need to put out another game. They didn't want to put out another Borderlands because they need to put some time between them. So makes sense. I just think it's gonna be a super overlooked game. It might be okay, but I just don't think it'll the right timing to do it. Um, Saints Row, I don't see Saint Row being pushed back because they was showing a lot of stuff about it, and it seemed like they already kind of got the concept down. They got everything they want to do with it, and they're already in the IGN first stuff, and they're like looking at the game and like seeing new stuff about it. But I mean, that could also be red flags, right? Like, oh, we gotta polish it up a little bit more. If Dying Light do that, I'm gonna flip because they've been doing that for forever. They like literally this game has been announced for such a freaking long time. They don't need no more time to me. Uh, and Horizon, you know, Sony ain't gonna do that to their fans. They ain't got nothing in the close early February. They push God of War back. So I don't expect them to do it. So I think those are two safe bets. Uh, but yeah, I think there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of different games that could be you're right on the money. Really, they might be pushing stuff back, but I can safely say Horizon and Dying Light they're not going to, and those are pretty big games. I don't know if Horizon is definitely the bigger game, but Dying Light 2 is a big game as well. So I'm excited for at least the first half of 2022. Outside of that, it's just God of War for now. But at least we have some games to look forward to. And I already have plenty of games now that I haven't gotten to. And I really enjoy Kena. I really enjoy Far Cry. So I think I got enough. And then we got the whole, Microsoft giving you a bunch of free games as well. AAA games, not just any games, AAA games. So yeah, I think have pretty much a lot on our plate um, for the next few months anyway.
Yeah, I know. Josh said he was finna get that Final Fantasy Stranger Paradise game, or whatever you call that junk.
Really?
Nope.
Man, I caught you, man. Nah.
I caught you.
Because the people that made Neo making it and the game itself like doesn't even seem interesting story wise to me. So I ain't gonna get it because I don't like Neo and it don't look that interesting.
They look like they trying to
Dang.
be a Devil May Cry. I mean, not necessarily like the combat and stuff, just like the vibe and all that stuff they going for in this.
They going
I
for
don't know.
this super edgy like real world person in this fantasy world. But I don't know, Tecmo Koei or whoever, they just always garbage at stories. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
This all bad. But I
But ain't
mean,
no reason really to get that because it's coming out like within a month of Elden Ring.
Mm.
is Elden Ring gonna be good?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be better than that game.
No, yeah.
Elden Ring is
Yeah,
definitely gonna be better than that game.
yeah.
There's no questions. Even if it's just biased, it's gonna be better than that game. So what is going on with this trilogy? Is they redoing like for the Grand Theft Auto? Are they redoing the graphics or are they just doing another packaging?
They trying to avoid releasing
So
GTA 6. Nah,
it is a not a remake, it's a remaster. So they did redo all the graphics because these are early PlayStation 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
So the characters, even if they just bumped up the resolution, the characters still wouldn't look good because they don't have enough polygons. So they remade all the characters, but they kept it to look like the same game. Like they didn't add ray trace. Like actually, it might have ray tracing. I don't know, but they didn't like redo the whole world in a brand new engine. They just upped all the quality of all the textures and the characters to actually look modern. I mean, it's fine. Like it is minimum work, but the game will look better than before, and it's a bundle of 3 games. So it's probably the best way to buy these games if you want to buy it.
Mm. Did they add ray tracing and stuff?
I thought I saw something about some lighting changes, but I don't know if it was ray tracing or not. I'm trying to look it up. Why y'all you were thinking about getting it?
No,
Uh,
I honestly only reason I would get it is because of San Andreas, because that was the game to play. But honestly,
So
I enjoyed the sandbox of Grand Theft Auto, but if Saints Row coming out, I'd rather play that than
yeah.
redo these games, honestly, because that's the type of sandbox I'm looking to play in. And even though they're going to be remastered and these going to be like nostalgic purposes, I played these games enough to not really care about paying $60 for this. If it was 30, that's fine, but 60, it seems like a lot. It seems like a tough pill to swallow, really.
Uh, you can't buy them individually because
No, I'm not
another
saying that.
thing is they one of the games, I forget which one, is coming to Game Pass. Another one of the games, I think maybe GTA 3 is coming to PlayStation Now, and I think San Andreas is the only one that's not coming to streaming service.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
just look up GTA Trilogy, whatever, Game Pass. But what I found for the enhancements is basically they improved the controls, better mini map, a couple other things where it's like you can quickly restart missions. Visuals is not necessarily ray tracing, but they have redone all the lighting, shadows, and reflections. So it will look better lighting wise. Um, and pretty much, like I said, they just redid all the characters and textures. But it's not like what was that Mafia Definitive Edition where they like completely remade it where it looks like
Mm-hmm.
it was made today.
And Mafia was a good game. I just never gave it a time to play. I played Mafia 3, but Mafia 1 and 2, no. Um, yeah, I mean, how do y'all feel about it? What do you feel about, like, price wise, or what do you think about it in regards to them charging so much and they're actually giving you? Do you think it's worth it?
I mean, if you like those games, um, I don't know. Maybe they should be like $10 each, but I feel like 60 is not too much to ask for the trilogy like day one,
Mm-hmm.
because day one people gonna show up, and then obviously it's gonna go on sale later. But I feel like it's not too much because they could do something where they're trying to just sell them individually, or like how much did you pay for those Jack and Dexter PS2 ports, Jalen? When they like 20 each?
uh, dang, I forgot how much I paid for them. They was between $10 and $20. They
Yeah,
was they shouldn't have costed that much because they were just ports. You know what I mean? Like they was
yeah,
literally like I don't even think they might have upped like resolution and stuff like that just a little bit, but they was like ports though. Like they didn't look good.
yeah. They didn't change anything about it. Yeah, so I feel like for the work that they did, I feel like 60 for all three is all right. I'm not gonna get it because I don't really like they're fun games, but they're kind of overrated, and I don't I don't care that much.
Did you
Yeah. I
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I didn't feel like the I don't feel like the price point is bad for everything that you like getting with it. Um and like Josh said, they at least did something to the game. So I mean if it's $60 and stuff, I don't feel like it's bad. I just don't really like the idea of you having to buy all three of them and like it's just one price point versus like with at least the Jack and Dexter trilogy. I'm just using that for an example. You was able to choose which one you want to buy. Like you don't have to buy all three of them and stuff like that. And I mean, of course, they got to make money. Y'all want GTA 6, right? I mean, get them some money.
So I guess still is. I guess my next question was, um, yeah, I never mind. I guess it
Look,
doesn't
look,
really matter. The question was
look at it
going.
like this. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I said it really doesn't matter, but the question was, do you it because it sounded like y'all kind of explained it that y'all don't feel like you getting ripped off if you have an actual need to play it versus it's it's like because I'm thinking of it from this perspective.
So let me ask you this: was Skyward Sword worth $60?
I was
No.
finna say, if Nintendo would have got their hands on it, that game would have been $100. That'd have been
Like,
100
yeah,
for all three of
that's
them.
the other option. $60 for each one, so 60 for all three. I feel like it's not necessarily a deal, but it makes sense for what's
It's
being
better
offered.
than what we usually get coughed up. Understand? I just think those games weren't that intense or that at the time they were, I suppose. So whatever. Well, yeah, I just don't know how I feel about the constant repeating of the same type of you know games and then trying to provide more money. Obviously, they're doing more to it, so that makes sense. I just still don't feel like that's a good price. I would
So
think.
you,
hmm
my bad. Go ahead.
I would think if I was going to be charged for those games to be remastered or to have the graphics updated, I mean, $20 seems fine. So if you're paying $20 for each, that's $60 total. Um, but I don't know. It just when you're packaging like that, it's like you're kind of forcing people to pay for every last one, even if they don't find all to be enjoyable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they should still be sold individually, which I don't know why they're not, especially because like yeah, San Andreas is coming to Game Pass, so I don't know why they can't just sell it individually.
and and that's why that was the point I was like making about it. Like they should at least give you the option to buy them separately. I thought the point that you was trying to make is that like um, let me just make sure I'm getting this right. They selling a GTA. They got like Vice City. They got uh
It's
GTA 3 Vice
three
City
Vice
and then
City and
San
San
Andreas.
Andreas. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
So you going to essentially I don't know. I didn't really play GTA like that. Somebody told me 3 and Vice City not too different from each other or something, but I don't really know. But the like I said, the point I thought you was trying to make is that you kind of playing the same game or same skeleton to some capacity, and you just I guess you just like starting over and it's like playing this like open world game and doing like the same similar things versus like if you was to play like a more story driven game. Um, it's let's just say Kingdom Hearts because I love Kingdom Hearts. Like Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, they like the same skeleton. I ain't even gonna say they're the same skeleton because they got gameplay differences and stuff versus like GTA don't really feel like it would have that many gameplay differences and it's more so like the world that you in and
hmm
the different missions and characters that you interact with versus, if you play Jack 1, Jack 2, and Jack 3, the skeleton is a little bit different. The mechanics is different. They got new features and different things implemented, whereas I don't see that being the case for GTA. And I thought that was the point you were trying to make at first.
I mean, no, I'm not trying to make that point. I was just more so to coming from the perspective because I get what you're saying because I said and I initially said something like they didn't put much effort into it. Don't need that much. They were very shallow type games at the time, but they weren't for the time that they were made in. So I get what you're saying there, but no, I feel like they all can stand on their own as games that were interesting, or at least had some interesting parts to play. I just think that it. I think the pricing model. The only reason I have a problem with it is because it's the only pricing model. if I think if they were sold separately, I'd be fine with it. I didn't know they were doing that much to it. I honestly thought they were just putting another coat of paint on it and calling it a day. I mean, like coat of paint not on the game, but on the cover itself, and calling it a day. But it looked like they actually went to do something. So I appreciate that at least. When I'm playing it, no, I don't need my puddles to look realistic to have fun in those type of sandboxes. It's nice to see, but more than likely, it'll just be interesting to have faster load times, easier, the convenience or the convenience type of changes versus the actual graphics change because I really don't care. I don't think it mattered. I think it was that at the time the polygons were good, and even when you play it now you kind of get that same feeling of nostalgia. It don't need to be smoothed out to kind of really have a great time in the game. It's really just the weird door animation when you swing that mug open. Hopefully they keeping all that mug, like the stuff like that. It's like, bro, nobody opens a door like this, but that mug swing open and you got the
Trying to break
arm.
that mug.
Your arm is still in the animation. The door ain't even open yet, and then it finally swing open by itself. So stuff like that, it's just like what made it kind of iconic, or at least everybody was talking about it for particular reasons, like having hookers or whatever. So it's just, you know, again, the sandbox what makes it fun. I don't think the graphics will really help me in enjoying that game any more than what I've already have. So I'm not feeling the necessary need to go out and buy based off of that alone. The convenience portion of it might be something that really keeps me going, but outside of that, not really. But yeah, I think gaming right now is in a good place. But the other thing I wanted to kind of touch on with you guys was how you guys feel about Netflix going into the mobile games, and what do you think that's gearing up for them to do? Is
Man,
it
go
a
ahead and ask
loaded
Jalen. He
question?
watched Netflix.
Yeah, you watch Netflix. What you think, Jalen?
I mean, I didn't look much into it. I'm still trying to figure out how they would even like. I'm using my Fire Stick remote to
Yeah.
navigate Netflix. Like I said, I don't know nothing about it, and I click on a movie or a TV show or whatever, Squid Games, and then I start watching Squid Games, and it just be that, and I'm happy chilling watching Squid Games, and but I don't know if they got like a controller, like with a wireless thing you can hook up something to plug the. Do you play with the Fire Stick controller? Like I don't know if they got an app that you sync something to. I don't even know how any of that is supposed to work. And I think I seen that they're keeping their price the same for people if they want to play the games too.
Yeah, it's nothing's
Yeah.
changing.
Yeah. So like I just couldn't conceptualize it because it just seemed like a different medium of media, and it's not. I don't know. I ain't know what to expect with it or how it would be done or anything about it or
Mm.
if it's something you sign up for, it's any of that.
Yeah, what you think?
Um, I mean, I honestly, I know Netflix is like a big service and like everybody uses it, but I don't think this is gonna make a difference in like gaming wise because like everybody's released their game platform over the last year or two, and nothing's really changed. Like the Stadia, I think Amazon Luna came out. Apple has the Apple Arcade. Like it might generate more revenue for Netflix, but I don't see it affecting, I say, not even mainstream, because I know that a lot of people play mobile games, but it's not gonna affect the industry a lot. Like I don't see, um, Rockstar putting GTA on Netflix. as a game.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think mobile games right now is just testing the water, see how people interact with it, how people react to it, and whether or not people even engage it.
Oh
So
yeah, that's that's another thing that I was going to say is that a lot of the companies like they're trying to get people into the ecosystem to play games,
mhm.
but the issue is that like think of y'all parents. It's not y'all parents don't play video games because they don't have access to them. Like there are a lot of ways to play video games. So even if it's on Netflix, that doesn't mean that they're gonna play it. That's just gonna get people who play those things spending more time on their platform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see it changing nothing. Like Josh said, they got like Stadia, different things. Like I literally don't understand the point of doing this. But I mean, if it's something works, something revolutionary come out of it, I mean, I'm for it. But I just don't see what what great things is this gonna do.
Yeah, I think it's more of a test and seeing again what they can do with it. But you're right. Right now, it just doesn't seem like there's any goal to this. But the goal truly is to get information on how that system would work, how it would operate, what it takes to kind of run those servers, and what type of load you will see on a day to day basis, even when you're trying to kind of go through this stuff. And that's really what it was all about. I think they're obviously trying to make a play for streaming services for gaming. They obviously see Amazon and Google kind of doing their own thing. So they probably want to get into the action there, which is fine. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think, as you guys stated, having like 4 or 5 games, mobile games at that, how hard are you really testing the servers? So it kind of goes out the window. I'd be like, well, they probably not testing anything. If they were testing something, they'd probably want to put a big game on there. Like remember when Google first initialized theirs and they was giving free copies of Assassin's Creed Origins away because they wanted to really see and stress test their services. This is like, we know how much we can really do. This is just you coming in and saying hello, and then or what? It's like it's it's not really it's not really much else they can do there. It's just really just actually um well, it's like again, it's nothing really much else that they can do. That doesn't give them any knowledge, in my opinion. It doesn't give them much knowledge. So what was the point? Hopefully there's a real point. Hopefully they make something great come from it, because Netflix is a really big and popular company. So if anybody can really tackle it outside of Google, I would think it's Netflix. They was the first ones to ever get me to the point where I didn't buffer, and it was amazing. And so they have to have some type of technology in the background that's going to be able to help with this, that they are probably testing to get more of an idea of how it would work and how quick it can be. So we'll see. I'm excited for it at least. Um, Apex, Apex Legends Escape. We held off on the podcast long enough to the point where we can actually have some first impressions. As you all know, Ash came out, Car the SMG, the Watson update, the new map. Is it called Island? What is the map? Oh, it's called Bridgepoint. No, what's it called? I have no idea.
Uh,
It's something. It's something point. But
Breakpoint.
no, it's not Breakpoint. Something point. Apex new map name. I could go to that one. Storm Point.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
so what we thinking, Josh? Jalen unfortunately was not able to play it as of yet, but me and
My
Josh
internet
went through.
trash.
It's all right, man. It's all, it'll get there, and we'll finally have it download, and we can all play. But
It's
uh,
almost done now.
it's almost. How
It's
much?
almost
How many more minutes you got?
8 minutes plus copying.
Ooh, 8 minutes
Plus copying.
plus. Oh my god, that's another 45. Never mind. This man is
Nah, that's
coming.
probably about like 15 minutes, maybe.
Maybe we'll see. Uh, but yeah, what was your kind of take on it, Josh, or how do you feel about when you were playing it?
Um, I'll start with Ash because I guess that's what the easiest thing to like pick up on because
Mm-hmm.
she's what's her ability? She throws down like a little ninja star that stuns people nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Um, her ultimate is like a teleport like race, but it comes out instantly and
Mm-hmm.
it's only goes one direction. And then her passive, I haven't really used it. I think you use it once or twice, but you go to a death box that you find, and it'll tell you the location of the person who killed that player. So when you used it, it pinged that team, so we knew, oh, let's head over here to the east where they are.
Right.
I think overall she has an interesting kit. I think if I'm gonna play as her, I have to like change my play style a little because for us, I guess it's kind of like 50-50 where we push, but we're not like hyper aggressive, like jumping up and down, people shotgunning in people face like some players do. Um,
Right.
but I think for her, she really fits that play style because you can throw your ultimate and like teleport right behind somebody and like stun them with your tactical and they move super slow. And overall she's a more aggressive wraith.
Mm-hmm.
But since she has no defensive abilities, you really gotta commit, like we going over here, we going rush and like kill them. Because we don't, ain't no getting out of it.
Right. She got a one-way portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think she's pretty. I think she's pretty cool. Her animations are pretty cool. Her intro is pretty cool. She got some. She got a decent skin. That's about it. One skin. I
Yeah.
like her tactics. I like her. I like the ability to rush because that's what she is. She can rush in and get it done if she know what she's doing. Or the person that's controlling her knows what they're doing. But no, I definitely enjoyed her as I played her, especially when it came to the boxes and seeing where the boxes were. Because not only does she have the ability to ping, but on her screen or at least on her actual mini map, she's going to see where everybody's death box is. So that even gives you even more information. So you can follow the trail of dead death boxes to the point where you find the next enemy. And that's something that no, I mean that's like really cool. I think it's gonna be overpowered a little bit. Not overpowered. I don't like saying overpowered, but it's gonna be something that's gonna be reduced because it's pretty cool and it allows you to kind of keep pushing. And it's kind of pushing Seer out of the map, and it's pushing a lot of other people off the map. So it kind of she her in general Ash has like a hybrid model between some of my favorite characters. So yeah, definitely a good pick, or at least a good introduction to her. She hasn't beaten me terribly or in anything, um, or like I'm saying like sorry, Ash hasn't got to the point where she's just unbearable to play. Um, or fight against. She hasn't been able to just I felt like overwhelmed trying to fight her or whatever. Uh, she has the ability to sneak up behind people, like Josh was stating, and she can get out of quick jams. Her dart is a little slow, but I think, like I said, movement and everything that people are capable of doing in Apex, she'll be fine. I think she's gonna be one of the meta characters because of her passive and her not her tactical, but her passive and her ultimate. Just because she can utilize that to not only get away from fights, but she can also engage and get back into fights. So yeah, that's a cooler, that's a longer cooldown, but I think it'll be worth it. Um, so my impressions of Ash, as you stated, great character. What do you think about the map?
Um, it's a lot yet,
It
so I
is a
don't know
lot.
how I feel about it because it's their biggest map. Um, I was saying it feels more compact, even though it's like technically bigger because it's like a if you look at the map, it's like a slope where you
Mm-hmm.
start at the beach and it goes all the way up to a mountain, and there's a lot of vertical like high ground. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
King's Canyon where it's like there are a bunch of like canyons where like over by that stupid tower, where now you down in the river and it's canyons on both sides. It's more, it feels, I don't know. It depends where you start at. If you start at the high ground, work your way downhill, it might feel different than if you're working your way uphill. But so
Gotcha.
far, it seems like a couple interesting environments. It's a lot of verticality. They got jump pads and zip lines, and they got the hover car. So I don't know. I mean, first impressions. I think Olympus is still the preferred style, where it's mostly flat,
Mm-hmm.
open areas. But this one, it feels fresh, and I don't. It might technically be better for me than World's Edge, but we'll see.
World's Edge. I was just hating on World's Edge, but
Because World's Edge is just too much.
man, stop
Nah,
Because
saying that.
like you haven't played it yet, Jalen, but like World's Edge, I think of that map as like a giant square. Like we start over by Fracture, and it's like three other parts of this giant square that nobody goes to. Um, Whereas the new map, it feels more compact, like it's more shaped like a rectangle. So at least there's less places for people to like just go. You'll run into somebody at some point if you just go straight.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which that's what I like. I feel like just World Edge is too spread out. I guess the map size is not the issue. It's just all the interesting points are just too spread out.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Then they got rid of the train yard too. So
Train yard sucked.
I mean, it did suck, but I mean, at
Oh,
least it's another point of interest versus like that spread out the map versus everybody just go to fragment now.
yeah. I just think, I don't know. This new map seems fine. This new map seems, more advanced. It has more, is more advantageous for long range fights and enemies that can get away because of how much stuff you can hide behind. Me and you, uh, we prefer to, um, me and Jalen prefer maps where they just have straight lines. I mean, obviously you too, Josh. It's like we prefer these types of maps that are clear, cut, and really all that's in between me and you is skill. When it comes to like the environmental stuff, the prowlers, the spiders, it's AI, and I don't know how I feel about all that yet. I feel like if I'm in the heat of a battle and somebody accidentally shoot a spider egg and they come and they just start chewing my back up, I'm gonna be annoyed. But you know, I guess it's part of the map in general. It's a pretty huge map. You probably don't even have to go to that side ever, but you know, it's at least they're bringing out maps consistently. It's not just one map here, one map there. They're at least bringing out consistent maps, and they're trying to kind of create the understanding of like, you know, they at least they're always trying something different, like with the whole jump pads and whatever. So it just kind of gives other people other ways to get around the map. So I like it, don't like it. I have to continue to keep playing on it, but at least they know that the map is big. Those things show us that they know the map is huge. There's literally one jump tower in that whole map. It's a huge one, but there's only one jump tower. That's crazy.
What?
Yes, sir. You'll see.
I'm gonna try it out right now.
Yeah, but I mean, what about
Um,
did you try the car, the SMG, the car?
yeah, I tried it out. Damage wise, I don't because we was getting whooped, so I don't
Yes.
know how good it is, but it seems okay. The thing I do like about it is that it has it can use light ammo and heavy ammo,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a good versatile weapon, and like if it's pretty good like meta wise, I might always stick with one as like my at least a secondary to always have around.
Mm-hmm.
It shoots pretty straight. I did just test it like compared to like Titanfall, and it has a like a little bit weird, like the bullets go to the side a little bit the longer you hold it, but it
Mm-hmm.
shoots pretty straight compared to like other
R99.
guns. Yeah, because R99 it might be jumping. It ain't too hard to control, but it be shooting everywhere.
Yeah, for some reason they
um,
said the car is harder, but I feel like the R99 is just more. It's harder for me to control and actually hit my shots. Versus the car seems like it's a little bit easier to handle. So they say it's the complete opposite, but to me it's different. It's like definitely the car is better already, but we'll see. We still got time. We still got a lot of coverage, and we got a lot of actual stuff that we want to try out. So at least Apex is giving us that. The battle pass, it's a hard meh. I wish it was better, but I at least like the Prowlers, legendary skin. That one's really really cool.
yeah.
Hmm.
What else they do? Triple Take is out. It's an energy weapon now.
Really good for knocking people from afar.
Yeah, and they got rid of the G7. So I think that's like a good change overall, but we'll see. Otherwise, I don't know much about the balance changes. Like I know they did some stuff to Watson, but I don't know what
Hmm.
else they did. Yeah, overall it's a, fresh start. I'm happy at least we get a new map because I'm tired of those other maps.
I mean, yeah, they can't get tiring, and we can. It's no matter how random stuff it is. You can see like, oh, I'm dying in the same spot. I'm dying in the same area. It's annoying. So
Yeah, and I feel like it's just the map rotation. I don't know what they got to do to fix it, but like World's Edge is gonna be here for 2 hours, and like I don't want to play this map for 2 hours.
man, you don't want to break up the queue where nobody's finding matches because they all want to play Olympus or something.
But didn't they used to do where it's like duos is one map and trios is another map?
I think that was during takeovers, not actually during regular office
Oh, yeah.
hours. I think it was just for takeovers that kind of did that, where duos had that function. But
Hmm.
um, yeah, I mean, I wonder they have confirmed which one they taking out, right? It's gonna be Olympus, right? Or no?
Man, they better
Uh,
leave that as far as that.
I don't know if they're taking it out like vaulting it, but
Hmm.
it's the new map, and I think maybe World's Edge are the rotation right now, but I don't know
Hmm.
if that's like permanent or it's just for the launch period.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, but yeah, a triple take's really good though. I mean, uh, it's like really really strong. I was hitting people for like 105 in the head, and that choke is always on there. So it's triple take is actually pretty good sniping weapon if you don't like the actual snipers. So um, it's interesting. I think first impression wise, I'm impressed with some things, very disappointed in others. Uh, I, I guess I really just didn't like the battle pass. The battle pass seemed garbage. Um, but at least they gave my girl Loba a new skin. At least they added some more stuff. I already know once the whole. I think it's like once the whole collection events start, it's gonna be more. Hopefully it's somebody we actually enjoy to play. You know, versus a crypto. Who cares about crypto at this point? The guy is trash. But we did go off with that one.
Yeah, he was good.
He was actually a good crypto. He kept on going up and actually, pointing them out to us. But majority of cryptos suck. But he was pretty decent. So let's see. But that's pretty much all I have for today. I'm not going to force it to go longer. We didn't have many topics, and we kind of ran through some ones that we wanted to kind of talk about. Anything else that y'all wanted to state or discuss before we head up out of here?
We head up out of here. No, I mean, what we was talking about earlier, just Overwatch being delayed. Like, I don't know. I feel like um the games that's coming out 2022 they might be in a good place, like Horizon and stuff, but I feel like a lot of those games might start to slip because it's still like a lot of issues or like work from home or just different things. I feel like it's a lot of variables where companies are going to decide that we need a couple more months for this, but hopefully not, but we'll see.
Okay. Anything else, Jalen? What you got for me?
But I ain't got much else to add, bro. I'm about to hop on this Apex and see what it's
Hopefully
hitting
it
for.
works. Hopefully it works.
Yeah, I'm on here right now.
You actually in the screen?
Yeah, I'm finna ready up.
You finna ready up, he say. Well, all right, y'all.
Yeah,
We finna go play some Apex, at least a match, and go from there. We have more topics, more stuff to talk about next week, as 2 weeks from now, as usual. If there's anything y'all want to hear us talk about, it don't have to be gaming related. We might be able to swing it in there. Like this was a light week of news and gaming, so we really didn't have much to talk about. So, again, y'all want to sparse it out with something y'all want to hear us talk about? Go right ahead. We invite that. But thanks for listening. If you got to this part, you're a real OG for that. And you can always catch these on any of your listening platforms for podcasts. And you can always catch it on my YouTube channel at BCD Universe on the video format. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.